Last time on Vampyr.
Slowly, vampire.
Oh, damn!
Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
This time on Vampyr. Hello everybody, my name is Mathis, and welcome back to some more Vampyr. I am excited to keep playing. I hope you guys are excited to keep watching. It's just been a while since I've had a good Vampyr game to play, and so far it's ticking the check boxes at the very least. So we got ourselves some new clothing, and we are heading into the hospital. At least that's the... What? Oh, hey.
It's my turn.
I mean, that's... Whoa! You're stabbing the man! Oh, okay.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river.
Oh.
Dry it all.
Dry it all. Is that my sire talking to me? Hey, buddy. Did you just murder a man?
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Be more polite. Goodness, manners.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doctor.
I'm just seeing if I can learn a little bit about him. See, he's got a bunch of stuff I can learn. I don't know if I want to kill him quite yet.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality. The blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more experience you get. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerize level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. Left bumper to mesmerize. All right. Oh shit.
This fading light into the shadows. Dance.
Follow the red trail and lead your prey into the shadows.
And death.
So wait, I can't decide not to kill him? He's got secrets, though. Come along, little boy. Oh, maybe not little boy. You know what I mean, all right? You know what I mean. Ooh, I can choose. Press A to embrace Clay Cox or B to release him. Embracing him will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase experience gained. All right. Well, I'm going to release him then, because I want to learn more about him. If I'm going to be a vampire, I'm going to be a smart one.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
So is he just gonna sit there and bleed the fuck out now, or he's just gonna lean against a pole? Really? He's not gonna do shit? He's... Hey, aren't you bleeding to death?
What happened?
I guess nothing. Don't worry about it, a bad dream. I'm a magical boy with magical words that make you want to listen to my every command. That's just... Oh.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Well, I've got a lot of blood in my blood bar. I don't know if you can see my blood bar, sire. I would figure you might be able to see my blood bar, but it's right there. I'm good. Is that Pembroke? Hell yeah. We'll grab that. Well, he's dead. I can tell because I can't see his veins. Everybody's dead, I hate to tell you, girl. So I guess I could have come, I guess? No, I had to go the long way. I had to go the long way because they were blocking the stairs prior. Hang on. Oh, never mind.
Doctor,
I was gonna read that,
where
but
have you been?
I'm sorry.
I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name
Oh, we're gonna
of Clay
send
Cox.
somebody.
He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Let's take a details of the Miss Dorothy Crane. Oh, she doesn't have many hints, but she's worth a lot already. And I could mesmerize her. No, I can't. She's level 2. And she's a pillar of this. I assume this is the hospital. It's in serious condition. We don't want it to get to hostile yet. Well, before we go, let's
I
learn.
would like to ask a few questions first.
How is Mr. Hampton?
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
First of all, rude girl.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
He has a mix with the lowlives? Got it.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
He's also knows about vampires.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital.
Stop
left
looking at
after
me!
the
She's
stairs.
looking at me!
It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
She's looking at us! God, that's
Thank
creepy.
you, Nurse Crane.
That's very creepy, Nurse Crane. Fourth wall breaking is not appreciated. Due to influenza, this hospital can no longer take any patients. Hospital full? Please go back home. That's, you know, except for the guy who just got beat up that I just was like, hey, can you go get him? Not full enough to not take care of him. Ooh. Who's that? I can't. I want to do the little vampire teleport. Didn't work out so well. Well, let's meet these folks.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet.
Not yet.
My
What's
name
up?
is Pippa Hawkins.
I love
And
your
I'm
name.
Dr. Jonathan
Oh my
Reed.
god. I love her name.
Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
All right. Your life in London. Oh my god. Hint required. Stop. Why are they all looking at me? Medical checkup. What's this? I don't understand. Medical checkup. I don't...
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
Okay. Let's go with...
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse?
It's just not a good way to think.
What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
Okay. Let's see.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
All right.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is he so... Well, why especially doctors?
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
All right, we got a new hint. We can't talk about it here, so we've got to talk to about Milton. How about some personal questions? Never mind.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Are you Milton? Oh, never mind. He's gone. Milton. In case, stay at home. I don't think staying at home is going to save you. It's just kind of throwing it out there. It's cool that can just kind of wander around, but I got some stuff to...
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Over here? Hang on. I know I said I got things to do, but I have a scythe in my coat. Level 6. Yeah. Kind of dark. I don't want to say it's Dark Soulsy, but you know what I mean. It's that dodge and bob and weave kind of style. He's actually very... We'll go Rogue Skull, because he's not as immune. Yeah. Oh! Ow! Get off! Oh, you hit hard! That's his stun damage. Oh, I got no stamina left. Alright. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. Couple of Rogue Skull. Ain't nothing to worry about. Oop, blood. I wonder if I can drink it. No. What are they? Wait, what was that? Photograph in a wallet. Photograph of a smiling, loving couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever. A new citizen investigation is available. Press the options. The local... Citizen investigations are displayed here, categorized by districts. You can start a new citizen quest by tracking it with X, and then access to your map located in the area and explore. So... we can track it, untrack it. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. We have a new investigation. So Pippa clearly was banging the milk bro. The milkman, you know what I'm saying? This door is locked.
It's locked.
Of course it is. Though we should probably go into the hospital at this point. So let's go ahead and do that. We took out a couple skulls, cleaned up the area. You know, the good vampires that we are. Lead plate. All these trees glowing make me feel like I'm supposed to be able to loot them when I'm clearly not. Let's just see if there's anything up this way. Yeah, that's what I was wanting. I need blood, though. I wonder if I can drink him. Okay. Ow. Probably shouldn't worry about it. I kind of want to see if I can drink him, though. Oh. Oh, we can. Beautiful. Goodbye. Any more skull? We definitely, maybe shouldn't have taken him on as hard as we did. Or at least trying not to drink him as much as we did. But we did, and nothing I can do about it now. What is this? I love how weirdly kind of like naturally lived in everything feels. I guess we're in the hospital now? Well, before we do that then... Whoop. I want to go back and see if I can talk to Pippa about him. Dip, dodge, and weave, baby girl. Anything back here that I maybe missed? Don't think so. Can I stop teleporting? I can still hear Skull shrieking a bit. Can't do it here. Once, like, I guess I'm within, not earshot, but maybe eyesight. Pippa, hey girl, we need to talk. Found a photo.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening.
Personal questions. No. Alright, I gotta find Milton,
Goodbye,
I guess.
Nurse Hawkins.
Whoa. Are you Milton? You look like maybe
Good
a
evening,
Milton?
sir. I'm Dr.
No, you look like a
Johnson.
mailman, maybe?
I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed.
You are Milton.
I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm
Fair.
not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, hang on. I have found your wallet.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin color that bothers you?
No,
Not
it's that
at
she
all.
didn't
Good.
tell me about it.
Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut.
All right.
Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
You know, that's fair. Now I know. Now I understand. So he can trade. Let's see what his life's London's like. What's mediocre reputation?
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
All right. I like Milton. He's a bit brash and outspoken, but in a good way. I like him a lot.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
All right. I don't know if I agree with it, but whatever.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
How is the sanitary situation?
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden.
I look
my
like
wallet when I was running.
I am
You
diseased
left
as all
an
hell.
infected patient
Just
outside
saying.
the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Okay. And then last but not least, personal questions.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
I mean, I'm not gonna say you're doing anything wrong.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
All right. What does he got for
I'd like
trade?
to see.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
I just want to see what he's got. He's got like a boomstick, his shotgun. Not gonna buy it right now. Investigation succeeded. Well, it's hard when they just have to do what I said. Unknown, unknown. And is that another doctor? Hello, doctor.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed.
I don't know
has
why I'm
joined us.
famous.
I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary
Steve
bypasses.
Carell.
He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now.
I'm a
Eminent
vampire.
surgeon and blood transfusion
I like how I'm a
specialist.
blood transfusion specialist. So do I have any personal questions I can ask him? Not quite. Life in London. Hit
What
me
is
with
the
everything.
Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Fair enough.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Positive characters. Hit me with it.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her
Ooh, a new
skills.
hint.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
But she's a woman.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
All right, what about secrets? You got some secrets you want to talk to me about now? No? No? All right. Well,
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
goodbye, Dr. Tippett. All right, let's get inside. We can talk to some of these people later. I am very much a man who gets distracted.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Huh? Sean Hampton, huh? Good old Shawnee boy. What is this? Prevent sneezing. Careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, spread influenza spread by droplets sprayed from the nose and throat. Do not cough in public. It's hard to when you're fucking sick as shit. Hey, do you got blood I can have? No? Figured if I asked you, you might share. Oh! Hello. There's so many fucking people here.
Don't waste your time with me.
Wait, I'm supposed to be here? I'm supposed to be in here. Here? Upstairs? Is that an arrow pointing up? It might actually be an arrow pointing upstairs. Oh, bodies. Oh, no. Oh! Fresh body. Crumpled letter. Oh, wait, no, no. Dear love, I finally found the missing money for the fee asked by the ambulance driver to bring you to the hospital. Don't worry about nothing now except for getting better, for I took care of everything. I asked for some of our neighbors and they told me that this Mr. Hooks is something of an honest crook. He may ask for money, for extra money in exchange for a bed, but the bed is then guaranteed. I'm sorry I refused to pay first, and I realize now that the important thing is that you get better soon. The Pembroke Hospital is a good place, I heard, despite the bad behavior of this Milton Hooks. I promise you that everything is okay now. I'll see you in your clean bed as soon as possible. With fondest love, Nikolai. Oh, Mr. Milton, what are you doing? A little bit of a bed, huh? Oh, I've learned everything. Milton's reputation is mediocre. Milton runs rackets of some of Pembroke's patients, and Milton and Nurse Hawkins are a couple. I don't know. I don't know if he's necessarily a completely evil dude worthy of dying, to say the least. Meanwhile, I'm literally robbing corpses. So, who am I, really, to be even saying anything? Who are you? Unknown. Well, I gotta get upstairs real quick. Hospital full. Please go back home. Like, there is an upstairs, right? I bet you're gonna be able to teleport up there at some point.
My sweet girl.
Hello. Who are you? You look like a fancy lady. I'm talking to you.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
Oh.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Money?
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Ooh. Are you that rich?
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Rich from inheritance. Got it.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
We learned a little bit. Beatrice questions the Pembroke Hospital's efficiency.
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you.
She charged you?
We learned this already from a letter, though.
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
No shit. They're running a racket here. All right.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Is that Mortimer? You look like you might be a fucked up bro.
Hospital seems to be falling
What's up, Mortimer?
Good evening.
But in
I'm Dr. Reed.
circumstances, I'm-
Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I'm Harry Potter.
My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Don't care. Tell me.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is
What
capable
I'm
of.
capable of.
She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Okay, that's a bit obsessive.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Okay.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
We have to talk, man.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Boy, you've got to.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful.
Okay.
I'll let you...
All right. Well, he's not going to tell me jack diddly squiddly, so let's get out of here. I do want to see if I can find Pippa again. And I apologize if this is not the way you prefer to watch, an RPG, but I'm very detailed, or at least I try to be as detailed as I can while still being, fun. But I like to follow story threads.
Good evening.
All right, let's see.
Pippa, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Okay.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Being a nurse is useless to you.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead.
It's kind of
Or
scummy.
will be soon.
Don't like it.
Don't you see the futility of all this?
You put a price on hope. Who is the real you, or cynicism will not save you? Let's see. I don't know, man. Cynicism will not save you, I feel like. And these are all appropriate.
In your position, I would suggest a more elaborate defense. Cynicism will not save you.
This isn't cynicism, it's realism. You still need me, Dr. Reed. And you know it.
I don't, though.
Milton cheats.
Yes,
Is this...
No.
I just want to see if there's anything else I can say.
What? It was my... What?
In your...
This isn't cynicism.
Oh, okay, so it locked me into the cynicism thing, so I can't say the other two. That's fine. That's actually fair.
Goodbye, Nuzzle.
All right. Interesting. I kind of want her, rather, to not do that, but I don't know what else to say. I don't know if that's worthy of killing them, though drinking their blood is very tempting for the experience boost. We have a bunch of experience right now, though. So this is the floor. I definitely want to spend some. Well, we killed some skulls, and we made it to the hospital. Once I'm officially... Ooh. Once I am officially back from my trip, though, we'll be going to about hour-long episodes. Just so you know. Thomas Elwood, male, age 28. Followed by Dr. Tippett's status, convalescence, state of administration to be determined. Patient's face has been heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of strongest sedatives, he affirms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds, as if the flames are still burning under the skin, he says. Examinations of the cicatrized tissue show no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars are clean. Could it be a case of persisting nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfiguration. Could it be a case of guilt of the survivor? Phantom pain manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades. Interesting. We'll be able to talk to him about that. I feel like exploring the hospital is our best bet before we start talking to these patients, as we'll have to explore at some point anyway before we can talk to them. Anything in here? No? Dr. Reed, I already have a plate up here? Damn, that was fast.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes.
Well, I mean, it's literally on the second floor.
Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own.
I guess.
At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
True. Got Dragonbane. This ancient sword with a Latin phrase engraved on the blade. Had it been forged in Wales during the 6th century and belonged to Paulus Aurelianus, founder of the Brotherhood of St. Paul Stole. Legend says he had this blade forged before he chose the path of exile and left England with his people. Dragonbane has been passed to each new primate of the Brotherhood and may have been used in secret ceremonies, when a primate was sent on a path of war to defeat a hostile creature. The sacred sword was supposedly lost during the schism between the Brotherhood and the Guardian of Priven in the middle of the 19th century. It seems a few copies may have been made, but this is the true and original Dragonbane. Cool. That's kind of neat. Whoop, I can't move. Oh. Is the day over? Was there a clock I needed to keep track of? Very up. Oh, now I am a man ready for the town. Dear Jonathan, ask Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the 2nd floor. Please forgive the austere decoration. But Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal after all. I also gave orders to let you rest and for the staff to never enter your room. You'll be able to sleep all day without being disturbed and work at night without raising any suspicion. I'm afraid the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice that there is an open window with a scaffolding that will allow you to enter or exit the hospital without being noticed. I imagine how awfully new and disturbing this must all be for you. Believe me, I have studied enough of your species to understand what you must now be facing and feeling. Be assured, I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. Know that you're not completely facing it alone. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are all presently facing. I hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I've discovered about econ in the last few years. Feel free to read about it if you need more guidance, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of me. I mean, also no promises about that. Also, do I get to customize how I look? I liked my trench coat before. But now I've got this weird little shawl going. Wait, is it... Oh, is it loading different clothing? Is that what this is doing? It's not loading because it's another day. Or am I skipping days? I don't know, man. But now I look like... I like this better, honestly. Article on the econs. It is a rare opportunity and almost a privilege to approach a vampire, to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits with a scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities that have been personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires, or econ as they prefer to call themselves. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all his actions, but the trained eye will spot that they have the keenest senses and can react quicker than any mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, necessity to flee, I have seen a vampire move so quickly it is almost as if he had vanished just to reappear somewhere else. The human eye cannot follow their movements when they act so quickly, but it is not like a teleportation or dematerialization. It is only a supernatural speed. For me, it is a cat-like attribute, which allows them to run, dodge, or jump longer and faster than us. I also noticed that such speed seems to exhaust them, and that they are bound to physical limitations. Mesmerism. One of the most powerful abilities a vampire can deploy is the capacity to force a mortal to obey them. I call this trait mesmerism, but it has nothing to do with the mortal ability to alter a subject's mental state. A vampire can bend a mortal to their will, and they can even break a mind. A vampire I interviewed even told me the more a subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage will be, as if the vampire could literally fracture their target's psyche. The same vampire explained to me that this ability required time to master, and that the result could vary wildly from one subject to another. Implant a false memory, erase a painful one, the possibilities are endless and frightening. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all concerning vampires, since it is the cause of so many tragedies for them and us. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from frenziedly drinking every drop of blood that they see. They need blood to function and to express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. This urge, the need for blood, may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he focuses, a vampire can almost see blood all around them, inside warm bodies, through walls, on a supposedly clean weapon, etc. The same vampire even told me that he can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill, and that in some cases he can even sense diseases, infected clothes, or even items in a room. If this is true, it could have so many medical applications, it almost beggars belief. Cool, a little kind of lore dump as to how vampires work in this world, even though it's kind of
The
obvious.
flower's dying. It needs water.
Can I water it? Can I actually water the flower? That would be awesome if I could water the flower. I want to water your flower. Okay, I already have bullets. I don't use my gun very much, but I should try. Crafting. I just want to see if I can water the damn flower. Guess not. What can we craft here? I can recycle these? Do I want to? I probably should. Okay. I can't make any meds yet, but I can make... I can analyze William Bishop's blood. Let's see. Regenerate 300 health points instantly, then 150 health points over 15 seconds. Weird. I can upgrade this? Not quite. What about Dragon's Bane? I can. I'm going to upgrade Dragon's Bane. And then I'll give it... Absorb blood points when the weapon hits. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'll take that. And I am going to equip the shit out of it.
Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep
Yeah,
on
no,
searching.
you got turned on to a full-on vamp, buddy. That's all I'm saying. Alright, first, Dragon's Bane. Offhand. Do we want to try guns? Stun 10, stun... No stun. Stun 10. Stake. Stamina, attack speed. I mean, we could try. We'll stick with what we know.
Sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night.
Sure, let's level up.
I have so much time now.
Literally all the time in the world. Okay. Did we learn Mesmer? Can we, like, upgrade Mesmer at all? Doesn't seem to. We can double our damage. And we can grab these claws like I said I wanted to. We can... More healing. Blood barrier. That's such a weird thing. 600 points. Blood spear. I have to hit another level first. More blood capacity might not be bad. I kind of want to do the Shadow Mist, though. I've been saying I wanted to. The claws are tempting. There we go. We're now level 5. I don't really have enough left, so... We'll confirm the Shadow Mist. And evolve a little further. The following night.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
That's where you go out. Wait, can I not go out the door? Oh, they're yelling for me. Well, this is a perfect place to stop the episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comment section below by hitting the like button. Your support means the world to me. And as always, I'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye.